On this week's episode, we talk about Spider-Man, Brand New Day.
Another pop culture news.
Well, it finally happened. The Brand New Day arrived, and we were there, and we saw it, and honestly, I really enjoyed it. Just thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a blast.
I liked it too. I had my issues that I had with this new iteration of Spider-Man, and it's not Tom Holland. It's not Spider-Man. I don't like Zendaya as MJ, even though they married. But again, one thing has nothing to do with the other. They are acting, right? Anyways, and at the end of the last one, they split them with this cosmic powers, and everybody forgot who Peter Parker is. He never existed. A nod to One More Day, the comic book where Peter and MJ, he doesn't do it alone, he does with her, make a deal with Mephisto to save May Parker's life, who is almost dying because she was shot by a sniper after Spider-Man revealed his identity to the world during the Civil War on the comic books. So and again, when that all happened in the books, it was like decades of relationship between MJ and Peter. So the shock on the audiences, on the readers, was really big. When MJ on the books, on the movies, they high school, so maybe a couple years. A couple years he looking for her, and effectively dating her. I want to say months, because if you watch the movies all back to back, it was like, wait a minute, that doesn't look that long. But anyways, because the movie spread between years, right, to be released, it looked like it was so long it was. But anyways, so they split them, and for me there was this whole thing, what they're gonna do with this, and they're gonna fix it, which they never fixed it in the books, which was a much more real relationship than in the movies. They're not fixing the books, but again, the audiences here are different, right? They shipping Peter and MJ because of Tom and Zendaya, because they are a real relationship and all that together, and put it in a mix, so people are rooting for them. So it's like, will they fix it different in the books, and maybe they will push the books to fix it too. But in the books, it's like, if you read comic books, if you follow in the last couple of years, Marvel hates Peter and MJ. That's why they split them, and they never got them back together. And they had plenty of chances. They have like a lot of years, a lot of talent, but they never did. Now they're talking about it. But anyways, so, but again, the movie is a different situation. It was like, will they fix it? Will they not? Well, you're gonna have to see. I felt like they did something that it was. Well, I'm not gonna give you more details, and there's a fly on the studio now, guys. Where's the intern?
I know.
To kill
This fly did nothing. This fly is just a little sleeper. He did nothing until we started talking, and then it's like buzzing our mics.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so there's that. One, I really enjoyed the movie. It still has the problem that every Spider-Man movie on the MCU has, is that Marvel intrudes so much.
Hugely.
On the first one was
It's actually an Iron Man movie.
He was introduced in the MCU by Iron Man, with Iron Man making his suit.
Yeah.
So he's like the fruit of the father of the MCU.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the first one, Iron Man was there, and there was this whole relationship and mentorship, which was cool. On the second one, he died, so it's the fallout of his death, and
even though Iron Man's not there, the entire plot,
ghost is
everything
there.
is driven and overshadowed by Iron Man.
Yeah, even the villain was created in consequence of
Exactly.
something that he did when he was alive. It's not even a Spider-Man villain. It's a
Yeah.
and of course you have Shield, you have the Skrulls, Marvel invading that. On the third one, on that sense, was actually the best.
It was the first time he actually got to be.
It was a fully Spider-Man movie
Yeah.
because you don't have any MCU. No, you don't have Doctor Strange. You still have a big chunks of Doctor Strange, but you have the other Spider-Man, which again is fine. It's Spider-Man, so and they're all in the same family. They're all from Sony, so they come and there's that, and then there's the consequences. Anyways, so in this one, everybody forgot him, right? So we think, okay, maybe now we're gonna move on from the MCU and at least a little bit, and so the movie it is in the trailers, no spoiler, has the Punisher, which is fine. The first appearance of the Punisher was actually on the Spider-Man comic book, so it's a nice nod to.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
They're both small potatoes, New York guys.
These small potatoes, yes. But then you have more, and then you have the Hulk on the trailer. Not spoiling. And then you have a certain mysterious character that you're not gonna mention by name.
No.
And then you have anyways. So that invasion of the MCU, it was there. Granted, the writers are basically the same of the other movies, not the director. The director, for some reason, they got the director from Shang-Chi. I was like, really? You give
I
you
thought
this?
Shang-Chi was actually a pretty good movie.
It was okay.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't the best, but it was far from the worst.
Yeah, it was far from the worst. Yeah, but
Which granted is like a very low bar, but like I felt like Shang-Chi was really good. I didn't super love the ending, like at the last act was, but overall,
yeah. But anyways,
so not a bad call.
So they gave it to this guy, and it was okay. But there was, for me, the worst problem with the movie, and I probably should let you talk some good things about it before. Yeah, you talk good things before.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything. So we're coming at this from two different sides. I know Spider-Man from the movies. The Tobey Maguire, like I remember seeing that in the theater.
Did you see
that
the
was
Japanese one in the 60s?
No. Wow. That's a gap. Okay, I'll get on that. But I know Spider-Man from the movies. That was so like the Tobey Maguire.
Andrew Garfield.
Well, I didn't actually see those until recently. But like Tobey Maguire, that was when I was a teenager. That was like that and those X-Men movies were coming out around the same time. That was my introduction to this world of superheroes, and I flippin' loved it. I loved every bit of it, but I didn't really read any comic books until I married this guy. So that's the Spider-Man I know, and with that background, I thought this was great. I love Tom Holland and Zendaya, and I really enjoy her MJ. I know it's not comic book MJ, but it's still a good character, and I like their dynamic and like the friendship between them and Ned, and I think it works, and it was really lovely, and I like what they did the character. I think Tom Holland's doing a great job. I like the kind of the journey that he goes on here, this journey from like, I have to do it all myself, I have to protect everybody, I have to like suppress and keep it all on lock and do it all, into like growing and having friends. I liked Frank Castle in this one. I didn't think that I would really enjoy the Punisher in here, but I thought it was good, and they let John Bernthal do something besides traumatized war veteran. Like they let him have other personality traits and like other emotions, and I really enjoyed that. There's some very cool choreography, with the hand. All the fights looked great. There were some very cool like POV shots, like as Spidey's like swinging through the city. Like it's always very cool to see him from a distance, but we got to see him like, like his shot, like what he sees, what he hears. So overall, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, when we do finally figure out the great big mystery character, it kind of overshadows. I was like, oh, dagnabbit, this poor kid can't have his own movie.
Also.
But overall, I wasn't mad about it. Also, like the villain, it's like once he shows up, it's like, well, there's there's your bad guy.
Yeah, it's predictable. Also because
Yeah.
when someone shows up, it's like, oh, bad guy. Like the first glimpse you see,
Which I think would be inherent in the story, where they're like, "Yes, I'm in charge of this government agency. Whoa, totally work with you, Spider-Man." Like, no, they won't.
Yeah.
Have you ever read any of these books or shit? But also the casting choice is like,
Yeah, it's weird. He calls the police on a sort of bizarre Gordon-esque. Can I say bizarre?
they do give him a Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, and I said
1000%.
bizarre because Bruce Batman would only call the Commissioner Gordon in the 60s shows, right?
That's right.
The relationship is on the top of the building, pretty much. They work
Yeah.
together. He goes to his office, but he never like calls. He says, "Hey Bruce, hey Gordon, I hurt my back." Or
And I don't know if Bruce ever calls. I'm trying to remember.
on the 60s, they have the red phone.
They do, but it's usually the commissioner who calls him.
Ah, okay.
I don't know that
Yes.
Bruce
Yeah,
calls
you're
the
right.
commissioner.
Yeah, you're right.
This makes sense because, like, in this one, DeWolf is like I don't know. I liked the relationship, and they avoided some tropes and made it a little bit more realistic.
They
Or,
pick
like,
an older lady. She's a
yeah,
mom figure.
She's the Susha from the Bear.
Yeah.
Right. So she's tough, but yeah, it is very maternal, and she's telling him like, hey, like you gotta. She's like the voice of reason. She's telling him like you have to slow down, you have to rest. You're still having these headaches. You're crossing lines. And he's calling her like, hey, I want to. Anyway, I thought it worked, but it was definitely. Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, which is and it's like, but anyways, yeah. So they pick an older lady with kids, and we see her going to work and take care of the kids. So like a day by day person, day by day woman dealing with a day by day hero that deals with the small potatoes, what he called it. What's Tony says, like down to the ground, right? The little guy helping the little guy. Yeah, so there's that. But if you saw the trailer, and you see some of the things that are happening, and you see a certain person there, you kind of figure out it's like, yeah, and it's not out of the world. It's not predictable, and that's a problem with the movie. And it's not the movie; it's the hype before the movie. Marvel keeps things so secret, so in the dark. Don't let anybody talk about it. That people started speculating. Oh, it's gonna be this. Oh, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that. Some of the speculations for some of the things that will happen in the movie from the trailer, for like a 3-second clip on the trailer, they literally take 3 seconds in the movie, right? And it's like it kind of over. I mean, it's the type of movie that I think a lack of trailer would help much more than the trailer, because
you almost don't even really need to market it. Like, people love Spider-Man.
And also,
they love him so much.
And also, the trailer came so long ago. I mean, as they all do. The Doomsday is the exception, right? They released the trailer like last week, 2 weeks ago, and the movie is at the end of the year. And people were like, where is it? They had to release because they wanted to sell tickets, so they released it. So there's not a lot of speculation. There's still a lot of speculation coming because of the trailer. But some of the speculation comes like, and then you watch the movie, it's like, no to this theory, no to this theory, no to this theory, no to this theory, no to this theory. Some get right, a lot get wrong. Like there was one with the Scorpion, right? The Scorpion, it's in the trailer, and in some versions of the comic book, the Scorpion becomes Venom. He gets the symbiote, and he goes on full on cannibal. He even eats one of the Avengers' arm. I can't remember what it is. Yeah. And people like Spider-Man and Venom. Where's Venom? Sony made 3 movies. Where's Venom in the Spider-Man movies? So the figures, it's gonna be the Venom on this universe is gonna be Venom, Scorpion. And I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm gonna tell you it's not Venom.
No, just let go of that. We've had enough of Venom. He had his 3 movies. Let's do something else.
And his participation in the movie it's minor. So there's a lot of the speculation, a lot of the things, and it's like it creates all these expectations that in the end the movie is good, but all the expectations created by the trailer and by the buzz that everybody does. Every parts of the industry. The small guy, the guy that posts on his blog to the big outlets. Everybody creates this buzz. It kind of spoils the movie. That no, the movie is not this big. The movie is this big, and it's good to be a small potato instead of big potato.
And the potatoes weren't even that small. They were perfectly adequate potatoes, and it was delightful. But yeah, the trailer is. The Marvel rumor mills have always been just out of control.
There's a yeah, but yeah, no, it was fun. Mm-hmm. The end of the very very end, I think there is an editing problem with the movie, because the movie felt like it ended way before the end.
Oh yeah. No, it really did. I was like, all right, well, there we go. Let's go. Good thing I gotta pee. Yeah. And then no, we had a whole other act.
Yeah, and it's just editing. They could yeah. But the very I mean, the movie takes place literally years after the previous movie. So Spider-Man is being Spider-Man for literally years. He's still struggling with some of the things he does, and in the books is the same way. He still suffers and struggles because of what happened to Uncle Ben and his decisions and the consequences of his decisions. So the movie follow a little bit of that, but then it goes back to basically MJ and I guess a little bit of Ned. So it's there's a little, if not a lot, of growing up. And if anything, this is the officially growing up, to the point that at the end of with exception, I can't remember the previous movie, but at the end of the first two movies, the credits at the end was like animations and funny things that someone draw and stuff like that. And this one is New York City, pictures of New York City with a bunch of strangers, because now he's not the kid from Queens anymore. He's the Spider-Man, and he's sort of by himself. But anyways, which is also kind of, I felt like it was sort of a goodbye letter to New York, because Marvel. Yeah, because Marvel is moving to Burbank. To Burbank. He is leaving his offices where they started, where Stan Lee started, and they completely live in Europe because high taxes, mundane masses, and like everybody is leaving the Spider-Man is leaving too. Not in the stories, but the offices, the creators are moving across country.
Yep.
But yeah, it was overall fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. There's not really anything I would change per se.
That's some major. Oh, I forgot the Hulk is there too. But you saw that in the trailer. So.
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, if anything, is the best Hulk since the Avengers. It's like the big tough Hulk that smashes and claps.
He does do the clap. It was cool.
Yeah, which is and anyways, I'm not gonna say anything about the Hulk without spoiling. But there's a post-credit scene if you want to stay. It's very simple. It's cryptic, but if you know what's coming, it's not that cryptic. It says that was a weird thing, right? The lettering at the end, the last card said Spider-Man will return. Yeah. It didn't say when.
It didn't say which movie. It just said Spider-Man will return.
Doomsday. There's a
Secret
Wars. He's not on any image or trailer for Doomsday. Because I mean, again, small potatoes. He's not part of the Avengers anymore. The new Avengers.
That's right.
And the new Avengers, the Thunderbolts, they are on the images, on the trailers. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But what else?
I thoroughly recommend it. The theater was packed. We were there on a Thursday afternoon. Noon. It was basically. It was 1 o'clock. Yeah. Like 1 o'clock. Yeah. Theater was full. lots of people in like t-shirts, costumes. One kid was in like a full Spider-Man suit. A lot of young men who were just having the time of their lives.
Yeah.
As soon as the credits rolled, this kid sitting next to me leaned over to his bros. He's like, I love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man so much. Oh, buddy. So it really is speaking to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think deservedly so. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
No, it's fun. It's a great Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
I think it kind of stalls and slows down on some of the plot. It doesn't move on some of the plots they established on the previous movie.
Yeah.
But overall it's good concerning everything else, and hope this time they will move on. Maybe not. They will definitely not, especially about the last scene. But yeah, that's the major plot holes. But it is what it is.
I'm trying to think of what they would.
I mean, there's a guy that goes to the top of the building and shoots. I'm gonna shoot there.
Well.
On the underground facility.
Yeah. But it wasn't underground?
Huh? It was not like windows that he could see where he was shooting. He shoots on the building, blocked by walls, even underground, and the bullet goes to hit someone, and someone else takes the bullet. But it's like, if it was a bazooka.
No, but it wasn't underground. I don't know what you're. No, that's not the plot hole you think it is.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. We're not going to spoil anything. I didn't find any plot holes. Maybe it's because like I was just very happy to go along for the ride, but I didn't.
Yeah, there's also some.
There were any moments where it was like, come on.
Some people's powers that only affect certain people.
Oh yeah, no that. But that happens a lot in maybe less so in books, but in comic book movies and TV shows that happens all the time. They're like, dang it, this plot's not gonna work unless someone has a really weird and specific weakness. Like in the see that. So that's pretty common. That's part of the genre. It's endemic to the genre.
But the bullet that went through walls and find its target, it was. You saw it, right?
Yeah. Well.
Anyways, we'll talk about this later. You guys have to watch the movie.
Yeah.
So overall. It was a fun movie.
It was so fun. Just go and enjoy it. Have a good time.
Spider-Man. It's available on theaters. We're not on IMAX. I mean, if you're lucky, there's like very few few selected IMAX screens showing, but mostly it's on all the options you have. You have, I guess, Cinemark version of IMAX.
Oh yeah.
If they're doing that, they might not.
So our local chain has
Dolby.
the mega screen.
Yeah, the Dolby Atmos, D boxes and all that. Anyway, Spider-Man, Brand New Day, which is it's available in theaters everywhere. You should go check.
Yep. All right. The other thing we saw was a streamer, and it was fun. It's called The Dink.
Yes, another sports movie about golf. No. About tennis. No. About what's it called?
Pickleball.
Pickleball.
Yeah, it's an underdog sports comedy about pickleball.
Yeah, I didn't know it was more annoying than it is. The whole when they play like wow.
What?
The ball makes a very noisy, weird sound.
I don't remember that sound. I just remember the dink 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 over and over again.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, but anyways, fun movie with Jake Jonsson.
Yeah.
With what's a bucket?
I don't know.
There
were several people.
Marilyn.
I'm working on it.
Mary Steinberg. No, Steinberg.
It's Ted Danson's wife.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ted Danson's wife. Woman.
Who's in many things. She's in so many things.
Diminished to a man's wife. Marilyn Steinberg.
Mary Steenburgen.
Mary Steenburgen. Okay.
Huh.
Who else is there? the father.
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris plays the father.
Yep.
And the actual tennis star, what's his name? Andy?
I don't know.
Yeah, Andy. Look for an Andy there.
Ben Stiller shows up.
There. Andy Roddick, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
So it's an underdog story. So this guy was a tennis.
Chris Parnell.
Chris Parnell. Chris
Andy
Parnell. We just saw him on the Hawk. So Chris Parnell is working. He needs to pay for his mortgage or his house that was burned in California.
Fortune Feimster is also in it.
Oh yeah, she's there for a second. Yeah,
very briefly, but really they make the most out of it.
All
Patton
the stars
Oswalt as well.
working to pay for the houses burning in the California fires that the state completely abandoned and ignoring all the victims, rich or otherwise. Anyways, so this guy, Jake Johnson's character, he was a tennis prodigy. He was the bad boy of tennis when he was a kid, but something interrupts his career, and then he goes on teaching tennis
at his father's club.
Yeah, and he sort of hates pickleball because the court is smaller, and what's something they say in the movie is anyone can play.
That's right, and they're like, ugh. Any sport that anyone can play is terrible.
No skills involved, and then things change, and he ends up finding friendship, love to people. A group of people start playing, and then you're gonna have to see. Yeah.
It's exactly what you would expect it to be. It's very predictable. It follows all the tropes of an underdog sports comedy. With villains and all the rest. But it was delightful and it was fun.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was funny. That's not much more to it.
Yeah, it was cute and safe and delightful.
Jake Jonsson that plays that kind of unlikable underdog.
Like kind of a loser with a heart of gold.
But then he changes a little bit. He becomes a little bit likable at the end. Some character progression that again some sports movies, some underdog movies have. It was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
The Dink. That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
It's on Apple TV Plus and Apple getting some good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
With the tons of money they're making, and you're gonna talk about that later.
Okay. Let's look at some box offices. First of all, Supergirl is getting released digitally.
Yeah, DC Warner Brothers gave up. And let's get out of the theaters, cut our losses. Nobody's watching this.
Yeah.
Let's release super early in digital format so you can rent by and you can watch at home. Because maybe they think, the reason why you didn't go to see at the theater because you didn't want to leave your house. So now you're going to pay to watch this. When usually it's not the case. They're very minimal. I wouldn't say 3% would be there. It's like, let's watch it. Yeah. Because you have to understand, if that's not the case, if there's like 60% of people that don't go to the movies and the movie pop on streaming, rent or buy, any rent or buy. If 60% of what they get from digital income is that means that the theaters are dead. So we have to be optimistic and think that is a low number, especially in the case of Supergirl. So let's say 3% of people that would not go to the theater, they would buy rent digitally to watch. But in the Supergirl's case, I would think that it's even less or none of that. I would think it's the very few people that went to see at the theaters and they wanted to see it again. They will buy rent to see with the roommates and the families and friends. Then actually, now everybody's gonna see it. Those sort of phenomena happen more like when Disney released something on Disney Plus after had a failed theater run, and then it's like a lot of people watch because it's part of the package. You're already paying, so it's oh yeah, let's watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like to buy, rent, release digital like they did to Supergirl, no. So okay, but anyways, the things that DC are messy. They had a little participation on San Diego Comic Con. You're gonna talk about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
well,
nothing new at DC.
Yeah, no, it's always the same. That has other movies though are doing really well to the point that Cinemark actually crossed $1 billion in revenue for the first time. What does that mean? Like for the first time, like this year or
$1 billion? I
billion?
would think it was the first time ever.
Yeah. So there have been some big hits, including Toy Story 5, which is not the first, not the second, but the third $1 billion film of the year.
I know one of the other ones was Mario, another animation.
Yes.
For kids of all ages.
Yeah, it was fun.
I cannot recall what the other one. But
was
anyways.
it Avatar? Was that this year?
Avatar what? No, Avatar was not this year.
It wasn't Fire and Ash. Okay.
Yeah, no. Avatar is the December movie.
Oh, that's right. What does time even mean? I don't know. And Odyssey is still doing really, really well. It's still hotly debated and discussed on the interwebs. In fact, Emily Wilson, the translator of the version that Nolan reportedly used, wrote a scathing review of the film. She hated it. Has approximately nothing nice to say about it.
Yeah, which is interesting because not everybody, a lot of people blaming some problems with the movie are blaming her version.
Which is very interesting. I haven't read her entire review, but like the bits that I've seen and the bits that I've read, she kind of accuses Nolan, like she criticizes Nolan of similar things that her translation is criticized for. So I don't know. Everybody has something to say about this.
I think it's a type of damage control, right? So he's blaming me. I'll blame him.
The thing is, he's not blaming.
No, I mean not him. People are blaming her for the problems with his movies. So it's like, no, it's his fault. So a type of a damage control.
Maybe.
If she's blaming him.
No, I think it came
across. If she's blaming him or something that everybody is blaming her, it's just like throwing blame.
Maybe. I think what I've seen, again, I haven't read the whole thing, but the little bits I've seen, it comes across as much more like very like academic elitist. Like if you actually read the book, or the valuing text and really deriding the film because of the people who like it. She says she doesn't like any of Nolan's movies, so it's
okay. So yeah, it's damage control. She's just like trying to save her butt.
Maybe.
Yeah. But
anyway. With all of that, the Odyssey has now surpassed Oppenheimer in the box office opening. They had $84.5 million on the second weekend.
Which is a
domestic,
very low drop. It only drops
like
30%.
Yeah.
Which is among the movies that made $100 million in the first weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That drop is very little.
Yeah, so they've passed $600 million global. Yeah, so it's still doing very well. I think people are saying anything and everything about it. There are people who love it. There are people who hate it. There's people in between. It's probably really lovely that now people are talking about classic literature and hopefully reading it.
Yes.
More like that's a win.
Yeah. I mean, and that's a thing. It's a book a movie that should take you to the book, like any other movie based on comic book, because it's a version, it's a vision of that person, of this trying to create his new thing using the old. Sometimes it's namely, right? This one is called the Odyssey. So because it's namely, you think he's gonna stay closer to the source material, but sometimes it's unnamely, like oh brother, where art thou?
Yes.
That one it is, but because it's unnamely, it's not claiming to be a version of the Odyssey, even though it is. So there's a difference when you say you call it. When you don't call it. Sometimes calling it is risky because you
set expectations, and we've talked about that. Like if you want, if you're gonna call it something, I think it is reasonable for audiences to expect you to deliver on what you say it is. If I say I'm gonna make you a chocolate chip cookie and then I give you an oatmeal raisin, that's misleading,
Yeah.
and you have every reason to be disappointed.
Uh-huh.
But if I say I'm going to make oatmeal raisin, I give you oatmeal raisin. That's anyway.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that.
Yeah.
One thing that's very interesting to me is that a lot of these different reviews, almost everybody that I've read or seen every review, people are significantly bothered by something in the movie, but it's always different things. Like for me, it's I don't know, like the costumes really bugged me, or like the Lestrygonian's armor. I thought it was terrible, but then there are other people who were like, that was the best part of the movie. Nobody can agree on why they don't like it, but a lot of people agree they don't like it. But one thing that comes up consistently is that O Brother Where Art Thou was perhaps the best one we've had.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people come back to it and they're like, just watch O Brother Where Art Thou.
That
was amazing.
And again, it's like it's honoring the source material, but clearly moving past accuracy, past time accuracy, costumes. They're
not going to pretend to do it. They're just going to step.
Yeah. But again, when you name it, it's like Troy. Troy never said there was the Iliad.
That's right.
Never said there was the Odyssey. It was, about Troy. Mm-hmm. It worked. There's some really good moments there.
Yeah.
Of course, there's some very terrible things there that like it's not according to the book, but they didn't claim it was the Iliad.
That's right.
Where's Athena? I said, hey, Athena is on the Iliad, on this other part of this other work of the epic cycle. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, but yeah, it's still going. It's a fun movie. It's it's a version of the Odyssey. Hopefully, it will not be the last. Hopefully, I mean, we say we're tired of reboots, but maybe one day we're gonna have one that's gonna be like. It's like the ultimate. Right?
Yeah, no one's done the definitive.
Yeah, because nobody tried it, except some TV shows, which did a really good job with what they could. But again, some of those classics you want to see more and more and more and more. Of course, you don't want to see some. There's some things that they reboot for money. There's like, why, But anyways, hey, it's part of our history of arts and storytelling. And but it's definitely a fun movie. It's not the best Odyssey movie. It's not a great Odyssey movie, but it's a great Nolan movie. But even when I say great Nolan movie, I'm not putting it on the top 3. So, but anyways, we talked about the Odyssey a lot. You can check our episode about the Odyssey.
Yes, it was thorough.
Yeah.
Another thing this is sparking is a new interest in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's nearly doubled its active player base over the last week.
Which is a fun game, but spoiler alert, it has nothing to do with the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. If Nolan had like took a lot of liberties and moved away from the book, this one not even read the book. Just saying, it's just a name. Because Odyssey became a synonym of long journeys and travels and adventures. Mm-hmm. So that's why they call it that.
Yep. All right. Overall, it's been a really good summer for streaming as well. 48.6 of TV viewership in May.
Yeah.
Does that mean to say that like half of TV viewership was actually streaming?
What?
Well, I'm just trying to understand this. It says sports and summer season drive streaming to record 48.6% of TV viewership.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So
it took a big chunk of, because we watched the World Cup, and most people watch the World Cup on the streamers, on the Peacock.
Yeah.
Telemundo Peacock.
Peacock's done a great job making these like global sports events. They've made it so easy to watch and participate.
Yeah.
With the Olympics and then the World Cup. So.
And we had UFC the America 250 fight at the White House, which was
right.
record breaking. And I assume they would include there some golf, but I didn't check golf number because, well, it's golf.
All due respect to golf, I don't understand it as a spectator sport at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, and also San Diego Comic-Con happened this week.
Yes. Let's see some quick highlights. We had the cast of Widow's Bay was there, and Peggy, the daytime hooker. If you know, I'm talked about the character the actors play on My Name Is Earl that she was on the show. I can't remember her name. But someone asked her about what 19 nominations Widows Bay had, and she was like, "How the heck that happened?" What else? There was Johnny Depp was seen San Diego, dressed as Ebenezer Scrooge for his new movie. I think it's called Ebenezer.
I think so. It's coming Thanksgiving.
And then people love the guy, right? So the whole mess with what's a bucket camera name?
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard didn't seem to damage him. He's coming back, and this might be the big one.
We'll
see. So yeah. What else? So on the DC side, the Green Lanterns showed up at the panel for that show that looks. The more you see, the worse it shows.
Guys, I love the Green Lantern so much. I haven't read a ton, but like every time they show up, any Green Lantern bit I've read, I'm like, man, this is good stuff. This is interesting. This is fun. And this show manages to take such an inherently interesting and exciting IP and make it look worse than the Ryan Reynolds film. Like it looks so lame and disappointing.
They're sharing the one of the suits is yellow, and someone said, "Oh, it's old and
not
worn.
Like Sinestro yellow."
Yeah, and it's like it's old and worn. No,
worn out.
Worn out, and they say, "Wait." But he creates a suit of his projection. But there was a version of the comics that he actually had a physical suit. It's like, okay, so fine. So he doesn't only have one suit. He doesn't wash the suit. It's like, anyways.
It just feels like the first 5 minutes of Spider-Man, where it just makes it, or Superman, where it just makes it very clear that like this is not made by somebody who understands or respects the source material.
Yeah. Anyway, so they were there and promoting. They all sharing a ring. No, they all had their own ring, different than the show that they all share a ring, which is dumb. But anyways, the show is coming in August on HBO Max. On the Marvel side, Hall H had the big panel for Avengers Doomsday, the one that people camp out for it, and they all got Doom masks and Doom hoodies that they were giving to the audience. They were under the chairs. Cool. And all the cast, not the cast, a lot of people from the cast show up. Robert Downey Jr. leading the group, and they came. I don't know if they always do that, but they came from the back and they walk and start like touching everybody's hands, which I wonder if it's something other cons would do because it's pretty cool. And there was not the people that were actually there. They complained that they didn't talk much about it. Again, because the secret ways that Marvel do things, but they were there. They took pictures, and at the end, one guy dressed as Gene Pool, and it's Gene Pool because it's a Deadpool, but it's in jeans,
denim.
In denim.
Oh, wow.
He showed up and asked Ant-Man, say, hey, Ant-Man, whatever, Paul Rudd. I was like, why Thor is crying? And if you knew the voices, you would recognize it was actually Ryan Reynolds dressed as Deadpool. And then he begged to be in the movie. And Robert Downey Jr. says, sorry, bro, it's in the can, which means the movie is done.
Yeah.
And most likely it will be not. Or maybe it was like a diversion. Talking about diversion, during the premiere of Spider-Man, they had a musician, and he was asked, "So who you like the most in the movie?" And I was like, "Oh, I like this character. This character is this, but because of this. So he gave like a spoiler. He broke a secret that had been trying to be kept for months about who some specific character is. And then like Marvel or Marvel's agents and bots were trying to diverse. Oh no, he's talking about this other character with the same name. And it was like, oh my gosh, what a mess. The guy screwed up and he screwed up. So they should just assume it. It's like, it's live on their platform for everybody to see, whoever's watching, every other news outlet we're talking about. Oh yeah, he said it. Yeah. Anyways, at least it was like a couple of days before the movie came out, which again it was not a stretch because people were expecting. Back to San Diego. So yeah, Ryan Reynolds dressed as Deadpool, and he walked the halls, took pictures with people. People had no idea it was him when he posted on the Instagram. Or he went on, he was on the panel, and it was revealed it was him, and people said, "I took a picture of that guy." What else we have from San Diego? I can't remember.
We've got our new Black Panther. David Jonsson is going to be T'Challa's son.
Oh yeah, it was announced.
2028.
The T'Challa's son. He was on. We saw Long Walk not long ago. Talked about it. He was on Bonhoeffer. He has the looks. He look cool. I think he's on a movie that's causing this whole controversy. It's called The Children of Blood and Stone, something like that.
Oh yes.
Which is basically Black Panther. It's like how Marvel didn't sue. It looks like So
the look is similar. The plot is nothing like it. I haven't read the whole series, but I read the first book, and it's nothing like Black Panther. But it is
it looks just like
the look is because it is an Afrocentric YA dystopian fantasy. Novel. So aesthetically, yes, but only because of the African
Well,
setting.
if anything, I guess it's a clever, sneaky idea to make it look like Black Panther because people is hey, it looks like Black Panther. I'm gonna go watch.
Maybe, but again, it's like saying Harry Potter looks like Narnia. It's just because it's a fantasy set in the same
same
place. It's not like it's not a ripoff or anything. It's just.
But that's how
this is the aesthetic of England. This is the aesthetic of
but that's
Africa.
But that's how the studios work. They release Harry Potter, or Warner release Harry Potter. It's like this is really good, and then comes Fox and buy the rights for Narnia and produce Narnia to jump on that wagon.
I guess so.
So the same thing most likely happened to this one.
The author was on set for
fight,
The Children of Blood and Bone. She hates it. She hates it so much.
Yeah.
She said she had to go home. She's been crying. She hates it so much. She's been experiencing physical pain.
And what she
because
hates
what
it?
they've done. I don't know. She didn't give specifics,
okay.
but she's like, I can't be quiet about this anymore. What they've done to my story is horrific.
Wow.
So I don't.
Maybe is that the statics? Maybe the fact that they made it look like no.
Again, I don't know what you're missing here.
I don't
know how to explain it better. It's set in Africa, so there's gonna be African vibes.
Yeah,
the same way that Wakanda is Afrofuturism, and this is gonna be Afro.
There's ways to do it. It's like the color schemes, the lighting, the costumes, everything is like everybody say, "How's the new trailer for Black Panther?" And it's not because it looks like it. You could do African themes without moving into that direction. Maybe is that she didn't like.
Maybe. I think it goes a lot deeper than that. For her to describe, she's described intense somatic pain. This has disturbed her to her very core of her being. So I think it's more than the aesthetic.
Okay. Anyways, so new Black Panther. Letitia Wright was there, and she was there with the Avengers. She did not look happy. I don't know. She had problems on the set of Black Panther 2. Black Panther 2 was kind of weird to her. She was she got sick and she was almost fired, and there was this whole thing. And now they basically found a replacement for her because the guy is an adult. So she unless they go with two Black Panthers, because in some versions of the book they have the brother and sister. In this case, the aunt and the nephew. But again, it's an easy way to kill someone when you have two of the same. But anyway. That's
true.
Who else was that we saw?
Gosling.
Oh, that's very exciting, but not very surprising because we've been talking about that for maybe years. Marvel wanted to work with Gosling and Sean Levi, who are working on the Star Wars. Because everything they do is kind of fun, is successful. So it wouldn't be a surprise if they would not work with Marvel. So they finally announced that Sean Levi and Ryan Gosling will be on the next Ghost Rider. They announced a new Ghost Rider. Sean Levi directing, Ryan Gosling acting. And I'm excited for that one.
The best thing to come from this announcement so far has been memes, because of course Barbie. Simu Liu and Ryan Gosling were both Kens, right, in Barbie, and so now people are like editing the Ken music vid, like songs with Simu Liu as Shang-Chi, and then Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider.
Ken, yeah.
So
Ghost Rider.
we're off to a great start.
Yeah, So can't wait to see it. There's like some Gosling properties, some really good Gosling properties. The new Star Wars movie, it's Starfighter. That everybody is excited about it. And
I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
Maybe against my better judgment, but I'm hopeful.
Yeah, and they will move away from the main core story, main core characters, which is good because then they cannot mess that up. And now Ghost Rider. So yeah, good for him.
It is funny how Marvel like keeps picking the same men to do things. Like they have how many Chris's were in the Avengers, and now they have not one but two Canadian Ryans.
That's right. Well, the other Ryan, he made his journey into Marvel. It was his own. It was not like Marvel picked him.
I understand. I just think it's a mildly humorous coincidence that we have like a bajillion Chris's and two Canadian. Like there are other Canadians. There are other actors who are not named Chris, or who are not Canadian Ryans.
People will not pay to see Josh Smith playing, what's a very Canadian name? Do they have that kind of thing? Very Canadian name.
I mean, you can have like French Canadian
Pierre
names, like
Pierre LeBlanc.
Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre LeBlanc.
Okay, enough. Okay, anything else about San Diego that I missed? I
don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think so. All right, let's go through some industry. Oh, we're running out of time. Oh, I have so much to say. Buzzfeed is laying off 35% of their workforce. Good luck, guys.
AI, maybe?
Maybe, but they also have like a new CEO, so it might just be shaking things up as they want to do.
Because he wants to use AI, maybe.
The co-owner of the Seattle Storm was suspended for 5 home games and fined over harassing fans.
Yeah, what happened was WNBA, right? So Sophie Cunningham is on the news in the past few weeks. And then she went to the UFC, and then people wants to talk with her, and since people wants to talk to her, she's talking to people, and she expressed her feelings about men playing women's sports, and she says she's against it. Right. She says she's against it. It's common sense. We should not even be, it's like, come on, seriously. But anyway, so she as a reasonable, intelligent person, she thought the right way, and she spoke the right way. So fans or new fans went to the game with signs supporting her because, of course, she got a minor backlash of a minority, a loud, crazy minority. So, but fans went to the game with signs and supporting her. Sophie Cunningham, we love you, Sophie Cunningham. Thank you for supporting girls. The most simplest, nicest thing that a fan would do to support his or hers, in this case, girls, hers, theirs, idol. And comes this person, a co-owner, this was doing a game, the co-owner of the Seattle whatever.
Storm,
and start harassing these girls. These girls don't, it's like, he's already fighting woman for this whole mess. Now comes this guy, there's a co-owner of the team.
No, it's a woman.
A woman, sorry.
Celeste Keaton.
Yes. And starts rehassing these girls. There's videos all over the web. So, and of course, the WNBA suspended that person from being on 5 months.
5 home games and a fine.
Yeah, and a fine because it went too nonsensical. That's why.
Really interesting take. All right. Sony is also physical media fans they're planning a week-long PlayStation 5 blackout to protest the whole like Sony killing discs and not selling physical copies anymore.
So starting tomorrow, turn your PlayStations off.
Yeah, okay.
You 10-year-old, it's summer, but it's time to stop it.
Go outside. Make your parents take you to the pool.
Actually, some schools are coming back tomorrow. Right? I mean, Monday, right?
There are some schools who've already started back.
Okay, so there you go. You have no excuse.
Yeah.
And young adults and adults, you can survive without playing, I don't know, Assassin's Creed or Uncharted. Nobody plays Uncharted anymore. It's old. Or Call of Duty for a week in protest. This is important. This is disrupting. It's destroying the industry. And Sony is still making money. How much they made?
How much they made? I don't know.
I didn't put that.
You didn't put there.
Okay, so yeah, Sony is still making profit. But now they want to make even more profit on the cost of us having something that we deservedly bought physically to have something that we don't. So yeah. Shut off your PlayStations for a week.
Let them know. All right, some other industry news. Jared Leto. Okay, so the BBC just dropped a documentary about Jared Leto, and the very opening includes 4 women accusing him of like really awful sexual misconduct.
Yeah, he denies it.
Hit the ground running.
He denies it. So it's hearsay, but this hearsay is like 4 against 1.
And probably more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some of the allegations include statutory rape, so stuff with minors too.
Yeah.
Amazon is planning to spend $20 billion on AI.
Okay. So maybe AI? No, in this case, it's AI.
Yeah, no, for sure this time. Film and TV production in Los Angeles dropped 12%.
And it was already low, but it keeps dropping.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I don't think none of Spider-Man was filmed in LA. It seemed like they were all...
Maybe. No, I don't think so.
And
it was Pinewood.
Yeah.
And there was, I can't remember what was the city, but yeah, no.
Yeah. Europe, Canada. Let's see. Okay, the Critics' Choice Creator Awards are going to recognize digital content starting in 2027.
Yeah, I guess in a stunt to try to stay relevant to some audiences that are mostly social media. They're gonna award these people, and it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that like the so-called critics gonna choose in this year's best meme of the year.
I don't know what the categories are going to be.
I put that.
Did?
I put that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Podcasting, documentaries, lifestyle, microdramas, long form, short form, etc.
Microdramas. I mean, they're not gonna do memes, but you go to microdramas, short form. It's like in the best reel, right? They call on Instagram. The best reel of the year goes to the guy pretending to be a dog. Who knows?
Oh, we'll see. This is interesting.
Yeah, they're trying to. Yeah, well.
Yeah, stay relevant. Okay, Apple's revenue this year has hit $109 billion.
Yeah.
With a B.
It was Tim Cook's farewell. He was leaving, and he was flexing about Widow's Bay.
Okay. Good for him. Casey Wasserman is going to sell his or her, I don't know who this is, selling their ownership to Providence Equity.
Yeah, it's the piece on news is confusing because his agency is called The Agency.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's confusing. So Casey Wasserman, he is the guy in charge of the LA Olympics. And he was exposed.
That's right.
Yeah, he was exposed in a series of terrible things, including I think Epstein list stuff.
He's in the files.
So he's like, I will not resign. I will stay. So he was trying desperately to keep things together, to stay there and to keep his company. He changed the name of his company. Tried to it's not mine. It's The Agency. It was Casey Wasserman's.
Okay.
Or was it Wasserman's? I can't remember.
I don't know.
So, anyways, right now it come to a point that he's gonna have to sell, and he's gonna sell it. But he's still doing the Olympics, and I think we supported the mayor. Yeah, there's some people that want him out, but the mayor said, "No, he's a good man." Oh, but he did that thing with the terrible thing with that woman. So, no. He's a great guy, and the mayor is a woman. But anyways, so yeah, he's selling to who?
Providence Equity.
The Providence Equity. So it's gonna probably get a big chunk of money because these equity firms. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Ari Emanuel is begging state attorneys general to drop the Paramount Warner Brothers lawsuit.
Oh, the voice of reason.
Yeah, pointing out that they're kind of ignoring the basis of this lawsuit, saying that like it's gonna obliterate, competition and stuff. He's saying that they're ignoring like all the major streamers, like Netflix and Amazon, and others. So saying like it's not really based. The lawsuit is not based in reality. It's not a realistic read of the market. So I don't know. I think it's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah, it will.
This is not the first time.
It's just a cry out, but yeah.
Yeah, I think they can let it go. QVC hosts have officially joined SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah, which is interesting because after so many years, why? What changed? AI.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because they are if you consider this whole actor's profession, they would be the bottom, right? Because they are people selling
as actors. Like
yeah. So in like they trying to protect themselves against AI. So
yeah, that's definitely a job AI could do. Okay, William Shatner revealed that he and his daughter were battling stage 4 cancer at the same time a couple of years ago.
Yeah, they both recovered. They both won that battle, and he just revealed now because it's a victory.
Yeah,
it's something they did together, and good for them.
Yeah, that's intense. Okay, rapid fire because we still have a whole bunch of things and we're almost out of time. The Walking Dead is moving to Netflix after and AMC Plus. Glenn Powell and Richard Linklater are working on a Lou Gehrig biopic.
Okay.
That'll be cool. Jennifer Garner and Judy Greer are doing a 13 Going on 30 reboot with Netflix.
Okay. And she's Jennifer just had a new movie out on Netflix.
Yeah.
So she's doing a lot of things with them.
Mm-hmm. Blade Runner 2099 is not returning for season 2 on Prime Video.
So it's canceled even before season 1 came out. And that's
not promising.
Yeah, it doesn't look good even though it has Michelle Yeoh there. But Michelle Yeoh does bad stuff too. Hence Star Trek.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, anyways.
We shall not speak of it. So bad. Macaulay Culkin is talking with Disney about maybe coming back as Kevin McAllister.
That would be interesting.
Could be interesting, yeah. And Alicia Silverstone is doing a Clueless TV series for Paramount Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle Randolph is potentially being considered for Emma Frost.
Yeah, you remember her from Landman? She's the daughter of the Landman.
Indeed. The morning show is officially ending with season 5 on Apple TV.
Okay.
Which is good. I think it needed to.
Yeah, it was.
It's pushing it.
Yeah.
Netflix is suing. I don't know who they're suing, but they basically a Nicolas Cage movie got stolen, and now there's a $105 million lawsuit, and I'm really bummed because apparently the stolen movie is a World War II thriller.
Yeah.
And someone stole it, and I want to see it.
Spider Noir.
Right? Oh. Anyway, I just think it's delightful. I'm always down for more Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
The guy's weird and delightful. Wonder Man got canceled over at Disney.
Yeah, it was renewed. But then Disney, no, they canceled. And it's like some of the things that Disney Marvel does. They do try to go quiet into the night, like they canceled this one got out. They canceled, but like the Iron Heart show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is like. There was like rumors that it was like softly canceled and would never do anything with that anymore because it was a part of the whole Marvel. It was like everything that sucked, that was part of it.
It was.
So and Ryan Coogler was moving to Netflix. For everybody's surprise, they kept Ryan Coogler for a new Black Panther. Maybe he will do better with that. We'll see.
Heat 2 is coming to Amazon.
Yeah,
MGM, they
after
picked it
the
up.
whole bidding fight, Paramount could get it because of the whole merge and etc. So Amazon snatched it.
Mike Flanagan is talking about maybe executive producing Henry Cavill's Warhammer 40,000 Amazon series.
Yeah, Flanagan's a good one, and he just worked with Netflix earlier. He signed a first deal, first look deal with Amazon. So if he goes to Warhammer, that would be really good.
I have unreasonably high expectations about this series.
Yeah.
I know nothing about Warhammer, but I think it's gonna be great. The fact that Henry Cavill loves it and he's doing this project, I think means it's gonna be something very cool. What do you want to say about Jumanji Open World?
I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
It looks funny. Yeah, the guys are back, and yeah, it's funny, and we can't wait to see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one like against my better judgment. I am intrigued by this. It's Jack Black. It just looks hilarious. And then last but not least, Curry Barker, the creator, the mind, the genius, you might say, behind Obsession, has actually already wrapped filming and is in post on his next film, which is called Anything But Ghosts. It stars Aaron Paul, Bryce Dallas Howard, Violet McGraw, and Cooper Tomlinson is also back.
Yeah.
And the premise is one that's like pretty basic, but I think has a lot of potential. It's the idea that there are these ghost hunter con artists who find themselves encountering an actual ghost.
Yeah.
Shenanigans and horror
he's
ensue.
in the top of his game. He just making millions with Obsession. They're still making money. Jason Blum hired him and bought his movie for his next movie. You don't know the name of that movie, right?
Anything But Ghosts.
Anything But Ghosts.
Yeah, Anything But Ghosts.
Yeah.
So maybe next year? I couldn't find a release date anywhere.
I mean, if you finished already, it could be in the spring or early summer, just like Obsession.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. Anyways, anything else?
No, I think.
I guess that's it for this week. We come back next week for more pop culture news and entertainment. May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.